So that's just clean tone coming out of the old high watt. And then I want to go over the controls for the Brown Deluxe pedal with you guys. So what we have is we have a volume, we have bias, and then we have a very fine adjustment for our smoothness on our clipping diodes. This uses a germanium and a silicone clipping diode set for asymmetrical clipping, versus the 59 is using symmetrical clipping. These are both germanium. But, okay, so volume. We know what volume is, right? So it has a very, obviously all the way down to none. I like it just a little above unity. Now, the bias control. This is what I want to talk about. When you bias a tube amp, the warmer you bias it, the looser the bass gets, the warmer the tone gets, and the easier it breaks up. It breaks up earlier. You lose headroom. So let's go full warm, which is counterclockwise, or what most people would refer as to the off position, but that is warm on this pedal. Is loose, it is really warm. Let's go all the way to the other extreme. So we'll bias it as cold as possible. And just like a cold biased amp, the bottom end has tightened up. The amp is, when the amp is biased cold, it's real tight. It's not as fluid as you would normally consider it. Some people call that sterile almost. But the bottom end is really tight. And we've gained a little headroom. Okay? And that's the same thing that would happen when you adjust the bias on a tube amp. Now, you say, well, where do I set it? Well, you set it wherever you want. It's a pedal. You get whatever tone you want. Now, personally, what I like to do is I like to bias this just like I would bias an amplifier. About 70% of its max dissipation, okay? Tubes have dissipation ratings, and for a 6V6, it's somewhere around, let's see, I think these JJs are about 14 watts. Normal 6V6 GT, I think it's about 12 watts. So this is 70% dissipation on the bias. clipping adjustment, it's a very fine adjustment. Don't expect this to do massive things for you because it will not. It only takes a little bit of the top of the roughness off the edge of the clipping from the diodes only. This does not control clipping from the transistor, only the diodes. That's how that pedal works. Have fun. Later.